Hi guys, so I recently put up a couple of videos and I realized that those videos would make no sense because I didn't introduce myself. So I'm making this video today just to officially and formally introduce myself so you guys can have a better understanding of the type of content to expect. And if you see me not looking directly at you, this is very new for me. I'm using my phone and I'm looking at the screen and I'm looking at myself, but I realize that that's not where I'm supposed to look. So anyway, hi, I'm Lorraine. I'm a lifestyle blogger. I've been blogging since 2011 here in Kingston, Jamaica. My blog is called Haute People and it started out as a fashion blog initially, but then as my interest grew, so did the blog, and then it eventually became a lifestyle blog where I not only share my personal experiences, but I've also interviewed people and I share a number of topics, including local as well as international content. So, a staple on the blog used to be behind the scenes, SEAMS, that's intentional, where I feature local and international people who are within the creative industry because I thought it was a great way just to tell their story. And then that picked up traction and it grew, and then the blog started to garner attention internationally as well. And then I got my first partnership in 2012 with Hair Trade, which is a UK based online brand that they sell a number of stuff. They sell hair stuff, skincare, beauty, and so on. So every month they would send me something from their website. I'd make content, I'd review, I'd write about it, and so on. And then with that partnership came other partnership as well. And then I started to garner a lot of attention because back then I don't think Instagram was around. So it's just about building your online presence and for brands to find you using specific keywords. So things started picking up for me here in Jamaica, and then every month or so I would be receiving a number of different products, and then I purchased a book about blogging just to see how I can actually turn this thing into a business because I wanted to do this professionally for the rest of my life because it was just a way to marry my loves for fashion and writing because my degree is a Bachelor of Arts in Language, Communication and Society, which is a linguistics based degree. It's a lot of writing, which I don't mind, I love, and communications, all forms of it. So, with that degree, I also speak a language which is French. It's conversational at this point because I'm not a native French speaker. We don't speak French here in Jamaica. It's not something that I use, so it's conversational at this point. So just to kind of backtrack and also to fast forward. So, we continued on with the blog, and then I also started getting invited to cover events here in Jamaica. So of course, with yeah, backtrack again. So yeah, I bought a book that had to do with blogging and the business of blogging, but it was actually a UK based blogger who wrote that book. There wasn't a lot of information on the internet, so I used what she said based on her experiences in the UK with blogging, and I kind of finessed it a way to make it work for Jamaica. And then with that strategy in place, things started to pick up, and then the blog again started to gain more traction. We started receiving more page views, and then came the local, exclusive events to cover, fashion shows, Miss Universe, Miss Jamaica, just all of the things that you can think of, we've covered it. So, that's a brief introduction to me. So, what I think this YouTube channel is gonna be about is just me um, showcasing you my new journey as a blogger in 2023 in the advent of social media platforms such as TikTok, Instagram, and then of course you have podcasting, you have all the things. So it's pretty just me sharing my experiences with you, and in some ways making a comeback, because a lot of people believe that blogging is dead, but blogging is actually not dead. So the thing about blogging is that you have different types of media. You have paid media, you have owned media, and you have earned media. So paid media is what you see on the Google display networks, where you pay to have your brand promoted online for other people to see it. So that's paid media. So earned media is by word of mouth or referrals. So let's say somebody heard about my blog and then they share it to like 1,000 people. That's earned. Owned media is when you are the owner of your media and everything that's involved in it. So blogs are owned media, versus Instagram and YouTube and so on, you do not own that content. And I'm sure you've heard a lot of, sad stories about these mega like content creators. They've been around for a long time, and then suddenly a specific social media platform just decided that, we're gonna take down your channel, take away your content, whatever it is, and then they have to start over from scratch. Some people don't recover, and then they just decide, okay, all is well that ends well. But that is not the case with blogging. You own it, because once you purchase the domain and the name and you continue to pay your monthly or yearly fees, that blog is yours. So that is why I've remained consistent in blogging. And it's just a nice place to display a body of work. So one of my major goals is to be a creative director for a brand, and that can be locally or internationally, a lifestyle and or wellness brand. And I like to have that body of work displayed. So that is just it and everything in a nutshell. So I'm seeing that I'm talking here for a little bit over 7 minutes, which is not too bad for YouTube, because this is an introduction and I wanted to keep things real and informative so you guys can have a better understanding of who I am. So I plan to maybe do a few blogs here and there, in addition to sharing content about my personal blogging journey. I might interview a couple people, bring them here so you guys can learn if you're interested in becoming a blogger, because I do dub myself as an international blogger who lives in Jamaica, because through this blog I've been able to cover events such as New York Fashion Week, Miami Swim Week, and just a couple of other international events. I've been nominated for Blogger Awards in Florida. Imagine that, being nominated for an award in Florida when you live in Jamaica. I've also been featured in a couple of publications in Florida, New York, and LA. So those are just some press things about me. So guys, I'm gonna end my introduction here, and I'm gonna thank you so much for tuning in. As they say, like, comment, share, subscribe, do all the things. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll